Is anybody there? How are you? This lamp, honestly. So much stuff in this corner. Dear me. There we go. Bloody screen. I should probably move that to the other side, it's just I don't think it'll fit. Hello, Fame. Oh. Hello, Facebook person. Oh God, it's gone away again. Oh. There we are. There. Let's check that. Hello. There we are. I can't see if you're typing anything or waving or anything like that. I have got a texty thing here that puts messages up, so fingers crossed. Okay, so anyway, this behind the scenes of the Wickie today is Friday the 12th of June. I've been working on this now for 5 months. A lot of it has come together quite well. I've turned off atmospheric effects just for the moment, and I'm going to adjust the sun because I've got it set low down just for basically mood. So let's grab the sun, which is here, and rotate it back up into the sky. There we are. And I'm going to be working today on, if I just go over here, right, again, you know, spoilers, so be aware. Also gaps. Oh, I'll have to fill that in later. Oh, where's the village gone? Oh, there it is. Right, so here we have the chapel, and I need to adjust my... so we've got a thing here called skylight. So there's skylight there, and I'm going to change its light intensity to about 0.5. And the reason I do that is because then I'll be able to kind of see stuff a lot better, right? Yeah. It's still really dark now. Back up a bit more. There we are, 2. Okay, so now I can kind of see down here. I'll adjust this more in the near future. Now, interestingly, let's have a look. Unlit. I'm pretty sure my water level, that is, needs to be a little bit higher. Just a little bit too much. There we are. And probably up a little bit more actually. That'll do. Now, I'm not sure why I have these here. I must have put them here for a reason. Damp them all down. I'm going to move them. Multiple copies of sun. Okay, and what I need to do is get to position about here. And position about here, and position about here. Okay, so according to my maps that I've got, you can send me hello again on Facebook. How are you? So I'm going to Shift G. That should unlock things. Yep, and Shift G and Shift G. And I think I can take out that part there. Let's have a look. Space for the staircase. And that one there. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, if I just go back to the left, you see it's a bit dull. I'm going to build out of this section here. So I have my map and my plan written out in front of me. I always have a basic plan. Got to, otherwise things don't work. Okay, and I am going to turn this to 50. So I get this piece. And I always start off when I'm thrashing out shape with starter content. So replace. There we go, that gives me this shape here. Okay, and I'm going to just click here, my transform coordinates. And pull this out. Okay, and what I want to do obviously is pull this over here this way. It's going to be a little bit slower because I have this combined with shaders going on. So hopefully that won't take too long. And I'm just going to get the overall shape of the first large corridor here. And then I'm going to expand it. And again. And basically this will give us our walls. Oh, hi Nicholas, yeah, sorry, that's my 3D printer. Hang on a second. Let me just move my microphone a bit further away from it. It's not ideal, unfortunately, but it's busy at the minute printing an STL of a Necron monolith. Let me know if that's a little bit better. Sorry about that. Sorry, Nicholas. It's an absolute bloody pain because I don't have a lot of room in the corner, and no one else wanted the 3D printer where they were, to be honest, which was a bit of a bugger. So it's next to my desk. That better? Great, I'm glad. Right then, so what I'm doing is, like I say, I've got to kind of thrash out the basic shape that I need. Now originally I was going to, my design for this, it's basically kind of Roman works that are far, far underground, and it didn't really work for a couple of reasons. One of them was that it was very cramped, and the other one was that there was a very much a disparate kind of connection to this, which is more of a medieval shape. So I was trying to get around that. So hopefully that will be the case and we'll get around this. Anyway, I'm going to right click and place my actor. Nice. Okay, let's do it a different way. Replace actor with. Okay, and when I replace actor with, it normally has it kind of lined up the right way, which is what I wanted. Now you can see there it's kind of hanging half over. I'm probably going to keep that, simply because it's going to be a little bit easier for me. Okay, and now some people won't use the basic, what do you call it, the basic parts that kind of come with Unreal Engine, like the simple wall and the simple floor, but they are so bloody useful. I mean, they really are. So I use them all the time, and you know, anybody who says that you shouldn't, well, what are you going to do? I mean, God, it's just a square, you know, it's really useful. I mean, I've made some before in 3ds Max and imported them into Unreal Engine, but I always felt a bit stupid doing that because they're already here and they're the perfect size, and you know, all the pivots are set up the way I want them. So what is it again that, like, some grandmas always say, don't reinvent the wheel or something? So that's what I did. I just nicked it. No one cares. Right, let's see. This, I'm going to rotate it. And I'm always holding Alt when I do this, so that I get a new copy. I mean, that way I'll know that it's kind of going to line up properly. As you can see here, I've got these kind of lined up the way I want them. Okay, and I've got Alt held down and just drag them into place. I was watching a tutorial last night by some geezer on, I can't remember what it was about even, but it was so boring. Oh my god. And like, I've forgotten how boring some tutorial authors are, and this person, bless him, you know, I'm sure it was a very interesting topic he was talking about and stuff, but oh my god, I could literally feel my brain trying to escape. This used to be a thing all the time back when I first started doing tutorials, you know, people were like, people liked my tutorials because I talk a lot, but I don't kind of talk with a nasal, or talk with some sort of bizarre accent that no one can understand. But I'm going a bit deaf now, so probably people can't understand me at all anymore. But you know, back then there were so many tutorial authors that were fucking terrible, and it still is, to be honest. Now it's so strange seeing like the awful tutorial authors coming back again, and it's because like people have spent so long basically ignoring the guys who used to make tutorials all the time. I mean, obviously poor Jason's not with us anymore, and E3D's vanished, and all that kind of thing. And so like the people that used to professionally make tutorials and were just known for making tutorials have just moved on. It's like, well, we don't want to do this anymore because, you know, what's the bloody point? And that means that unfortunately we have a situation where there's just these goddamn awful, I mean, they know what they're doing, but they don't know how to impart the knowledge, and it makes my brain melt. Anyway, what I'm doing, again, is I'm just holding Alt and just dragging this axis. Okay, there we go. And all I want to do is make this into a big, empty room type thing. Okay, so I'm just filling in all the gaps. And the idea should be that you wouldn't even know you're underground in this room. Okay. So, let's pull these up. And then once that's done, you're going to go, oh, look at all the cheating and fakery that you're doing there. And it's true, I do a lot of it, because that's how 3D works. I remember saying to some students of mine over in Teesside one time, you know, one of them asked me why I do things the way I do, and it's because it works. The point is that 3D is a visual medium. You want people to see things and go, oh, okay. Now you see this kind of flickering bit here isn't very nice. However, we can get around and fix that, and I'll do that very soon, so don't worry, okay? We just want to get the basic shapes done. Now then, I like that, so let's take these four here. I'm going to move them back. Not too far, obviously, because things will vanish. So how's it going, mon amis? Are you all well? Are you all having a good lockdown? My lockdown, I hardly noticed it, to be honest, most of the time, because, you know, 3D artists, it's not like going anywhere, is it? Right, I'm going to just move that along to there, and then I'm going to do a duplicate on this side. Because the whole idea of this is, it is a water temple. Okay, so water temple means that we want to really give an impression of kind of some of the sordid and terrible things that have happened in here. There we go. There, there. And I'm going to delete these two as well. Now you may be wondering why. Don't worry, it'll all make sense in the wash. This is called blocking out. Okay, I have my plan in front of me, which I write in my special little notebook. I've got like a Santoro notebook, funny enough, that my wife gave me, and it's a desperately cute little thing. And I use that to basically write down and draw my fast maps that I need, and then from that, it's water, I think, yeah. From that I'm able to basically elaborate. You know, I find it easier doing a lot of my work in the 3D application itself. It used to be that I'd kind of do most of my designs in 3ds Max, but now I find myself more drawn to doing them in, well, basically this. And you really can put together, you know, some ideas nice and quickly using this. Again, don't be scared of this overlap, okay? The good thing about this overlap is it reminds us where we have some pieces that I need to work on. Okay, and if you come through here, you can see I need to bring those down. And here as well. There we go. Right then. Okay, that looks good. So now I'm going to bring this piece in. So I'll just drag it back. And kind of this is how you start. Now if you're doing architectural rendering, okay, this is not an ideal way of doing it because you're going to get seams between every single one of these if you do a lot accurate lighting calculation. Okay, I'm using dynamic lighting, so I could do a toss. But you know, for more precise stuff, obviously it's going to kind of really be unhappy. Now, let's see. I'm going to drag that across to there, and then over to here. Boink. There we go. And I should be able to just duplicate it. 2, 3, and one more. 4. Now, don't spend forever trying to fix things, okay? I've got my snap value set to 50. I know there's some parts that look overlapped compared to other parts, and I don't care. Okay, what's important to me is just getting my forms and my shapes. The good thing is that Unreal Engine doesn't care if I have 1 of those, 10 of those, or 1,000 of those. It's all the same model to Unreal Engine. It's just the positional data and the scaling data that changes. So I'm not going to lose my mind with fear over having something that's too big or too little. Okay, now we're going to have our pool area just here. And that's going to go down 50, doink. Maybe 100. Okay, and I'm going to get... I've got some different options I could use, but I just need these ones. So, yoink, and down. Okay, and it just pulls out our shape. Lovely. Now, you see, this works for me as well because in 3ds Max I always used to use perspective to move around, and so obviously I still do that in this, which is great. Okay, and straight down. Right, I'm going to adjust these because the flicker's actually driving me crazy, so there you go, just so you know. Let's just have a look down here. Okay, and I want to add these to a new area, so that's why I've selected them all. Looks a bit like Tron now, doesn't it? And these are going to go into Temple. Okay, just so I know where they are and what they're doing. Now, tweakage time then. So I'm going to change this down to maybe 10. 10 will be enough. And I want to get all the surrounds here. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this exciting flicker. There we go. Gives us a nice border there. And I've got another one here, so I'm going to get rid of that. To find the appropriate. And then over here. There we go. And one on there as well. Okay, now let's go over here. And I could do with more ceiling space, so there. And there's a piece that I obviously missed because I'm a bit silly. I'm just going to bring that up. And then over here, same again. Okay, so we have our main pool thing here, we have that there and stuff. Right, I think I'll straighten these edges out as well. I might end up with a lip around our pool, which is a health and safety problem. Oh, look at that, flickering, flickering. Oh dear. Why is this flickering? There shouldn't be anything underneath it. Bizarre. Oh well. That seems to have bizarrely enough fixed it. And what if this one will flicker too? Yeah, it does. Oh, I see. It's overlapping on the top then. God, I'm done. There. There we go. Yeah. A lot of tweaking, you see, because I want my form to look nice. Good. I'm surprised these ones aren't as well, actually, so I'm just going to adjust them anyway. So these ones are flickering and those ones aren't, which I don't really understand. Okay, so those are fixed. Now, what I want to do is start placing in additional pieces to give it structural strength. This is before I put in things like, what are they called? Pillars. Actually, hang on. Now I've started doing it, you see, I'm going to just fix it for them all, aren't I? I can tell. Deep, 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 deep. Deep. There we go. And over here. Incidentally, deepy, deepy, deep is the technical term, along with flangification. There we go. Oh no, I'm caught in it now, aren't I? I can tell. Okay, so this one's probably a bit too far back. This one's not far back enough. Too far back. Not far back enough. Nope. And this one. There we go. So as you can see, we come through here now, there's our steps, and it's like, oh, this is all nightmare-y. Because it is. Hello YouTube person, how are you? Okay. Now, because I'm just obviously going to obsess about this until I've got it all done, I'm straightening my edges. So welcome to a tutorial by me on how to really line up things in Unreal Engine, just lining them up with some sort of a goddamn bloody water. Okay, and the last bit should be this one. There. Okay, so that's cool and groovy. Now I'm going to temporarily close this. Okay, it may be permanent, I haven't decided yet. But for the time being, that's shut. And what I'm going to do is keep that, good. Right. So I'm going to start putting things into this. And what I've got here is I've got all my surfaces. And I should have some Roman ones here that I pulled down. Oh yeah, Roman. I've got a mosaic floor, which as you can see, I could put there. Very mosaic-y. If I... Whoops-a-daisy, that was a widget thingy. If I just do that, make an instance, and open that up. The thing that really gets me about this is that it's set for UV tiling, but if I actually adjust my tiling, which I can do here, see 2, 4, 1, 0.5, when I take it down to 0.5, I actually get the offset like horrible. I mean, what I prefer is to have an offset of 0.25 and just have like one big one in the middle, but as you see, that's not really doing it, unfortunately. It should be, but it isn't. If I try and offset it or slide it or whatever, you'll see that what it actually does is it scales it, which I don't understand why it thinks that's the same. I think this is probably a foobar with the actual setting up of that bit. But there you go. I mean, I can cheat. Something I have been known to do, to be quite honest, from time to time. Not sure why there's an extra one there. Move that along. Yeah, I can cheat. I fully intend to. So, for example, even though these are not lined up the way that I want, who you cunning dog? See? And now they're kind of lined up the way that I want them to be. Just there's not enough here. What I'll do, I'll copy it. There we go. So that gap there, isn't the weirdest? There we go. So there, if I do it that way, wonder why there's those gaps there as well. If I do it this way anyway, like I was saying, it'll work. See? It's just obviously I've got to have slightly more width than I was originally planning on. Go figure. Okay, so we've got the Roman mosaic floor. I'm not going to overdo that because that would be silly. I'm going to go down now to my Roman limestone. I've also got a polished marble here, which is rather lovely. So let's see. There's my polished marble floor. I think I've just literally dragged my albedo to it. Yeah, I did. Oh, God's sakes. Just delete that. Actually, no, because if I delete that, it's going to be stuck like for 10 minutes deleting stuff. So, you're welcome. Because 3ds Max, not the fastest puppy in the puppy shed. Incidentally, here's the difference between the different kind of polished that I can use. But I'm going for this one. Don't worry if it looks a bit odd at the minute, okay? We've got some very flat lighting in here for a start. So I'm going to select my floor pieces. Except for that one. So, there we go. Just get ourselves a nice floor. And this means that I can have a look and see if the design that I want will work with this or not, because it's pretty, well, I don't know, I get fussy about these sorts of things. It's like, will this work, will this not work, you know? And that's very, very formal. Let's see what else I've got. I should have a couple of different options. Here we are, a brick floor. Now I quite liked this. The only thing is it's a little bit outdoorsy, you see, because it's so wrecked. It's more like the kind of thing that you'd expect to see outdoors rather than indoors protected by this, which is kind of what maybe a little bit more. It's what my son would call an but it kind of makes me feel a little bit sceptical. That's the word, sceptical. So anyway, I'm going to pop that back on instead. Now, these walls, I'm going to go with limestone, like so. Now I've got a few options for limestone. As you see, that's quite a large looking brick, and that's a larger looking brick. And I think you can tell already that I intend to go with the larger looking brick. So I'm just going to start blocking in areas. And it's just so that I can kind of get my overall look and feel kind of together. There we go. And as we do it, you'll notice that obviously it starts changing kind of the lighting in a subtle way. I mean, I am heavily colourblind, but even I can see that it's changing the tone a lot. Now, while I'm thinking about it, 1, 2, right, there we go. That means I can add them in here. Do these parts. And again, I'll just display my material so I can click and drag. There we go. And then over here, we're going to be having some more water in here soon as well, just to add some look to it. If you saw the work in progress I was doing on the first iteration of the Roman temple, you'll kind of know which direction this is going in. I wasn't overall pleased with a lot of things to do with that, but the main one was the actual connection to the medieval. So I tore it all down and decided to start it again because of that. Because there should always, in my opinion, be a kind of a border that you can see and a reason for a border. I think this is something that a lot of people forget, is that you need reasons, you know. There has to be some reason why this is here, and the transition has to have a reason as to why it's there. And so doing it this way makes things a lot easier for me. Okay, so you see there I've got that little kind of border going on just here. Okay, and if I just get my stone wall, I'm just going to put these here temporarily. I'll come up with a new floor here soon. This is just while I'm working on this. Okay, so we've got these outer parts here, and limestone. Can limestone hold water? How porous is limestone? It's not porous, but it is permeable, which allows liquids to pass through it, so that may or may not be useful. So I think I may have to go a slightly different direction for that and use some sort of a brick. Do I have a brick? I bet I do. Let's have a look. Mossy rock, wooden floor, chapel tiles. Those are pretty, aren't they? I've done it again. I've literally created a useless material. I need to stop doing that. I rather like these chapel tiles actually. I think they're rather jolly. Okay, and let's have a look and see how it looks here. Yeah, I really like that. So I'm going to use that instead. Non-Roman tiles. Okay, next. I need to put some water in this. So, water. And here's waterline. Now I'm not using a waterline ocean simulator because it's awesome, but it also uses an awful lot of resources, like a big lot, so you've got to be really careful. Okay, so this is my waterline sim. It's just going to compile my shaders for me. Hello. While it's doing that, I'll just adjust it into position. Adjust this a bit more. It tells me there should be about 5 degrees. I didn't have that at 5 degrees, did I? I had that at 5 and it snaps. There we are. Okay, let's wait for Waterline Simulator to do what it's doing. Oh, 37 minutes. Golly gosh. Just make some notes on my notepad while I'm doing this. Okay, so here's my notepad. Okay, and as you see, it's got all the notes inside it, the things I've been doing. So okay, just made some notes on that. Right, the water shader is about done, you can see it there. I need to adjust it a little bit. Simulation height, simulation range. Can't remember which one of these is the one that makes it bigger and smaller. So I'll just let it finish doing what it's doing. This water, by the way, is like fully dynamic, so I can make things float in it, I can make splashes, I can make ripples, all sorts of cool things. Waterline's excellent. It's one of the reasons I bought a license for it. I mean, you can see underneath, I'm just lovely. Right then, replication, collision, input, actor, blah blah blah, water density, gravity, resolution. Velocity trigger, height. I think it could just be a case of scaling it, not exactly. I can't remember, to be honest. It's been a while. I've been using Infinite Unbound more recently. Yeah, it's scale it. There we go. And this way I'll get it just the way I need it. There we go. That fills our 3 pools. And check the depth on that. There. Okay, so it's just underneath the tile range. And those tiles are nice, so I think I'm going to get that material. Lower that a little bit from that. Now then, oh dear, I've not put texture on these. Better, I suppose. Two materials there, so I'll put a border around that as well, so it'll look nicer. Again, we're just getting our kind of base look and feel together. Today's the day we'll be doing art normally in my local village, and unfortunately it hasn't been on, obviously, for a lot of weeks. I do miss it. It's such a lovely group. I'm just trying to do art wherever I can. Right, water simulation's fine, so let's bring that up. There we are. Interesting. I don't think that'll work though, it's a bit 1970s if I do that. And that's a whole different kind of style ball game. This marble I'm finding very off-putting. I don't know why, but I really am. Let's see what else I've got that might do for a moment. Not brass. Brass is not a great floor. It is wood. Like I say, the Roman brick floor sadly isn't any use to us. Well, you know what? I think what bridge has for me. There might be something in there that I can use. There you go. Yeah, I'll update you soon, okay? This is a good thing to see. I need a Roman style surface, so marble, plaster, see that's the one I've got. Quite like that, that's nice. Not really what I need, but nice. Mosaics, lots of mosaics. Maybe 1x2, no. 1x2 is no use, it'll be 2x2. Because the way the tiling works. That's rather nice, isn't it? That's what I'm going to be using. I can see why something like this would be useful, but something in 3D. I don't know, I reckon the defects in it are going to tile pretty heavily. Especially compared to this one. Yeah, I'll have that one. Download. I haven't logged in even. Yeah, good. Okay, download. Right, it's that way. Good. Oh, stiff as a board. I need a new office chair urgently. My bum is sore. Really sore. Really, really sore. It's this chair, it's made out of solid wood, it's no cushioning. I've got this like memory foam cushion, but it's designed for office chairs, not a wooden kitchen chair. So annoying. Right, so I'm going to press the export button. There it goes. Oh, it's done. That was easy. Save all. Always a good idea. Right. Clunk. Oh no, that's much nicer. Yes. Yes, 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 I like that. Okay, I shall go with that. That will make me a happy camper. Now then, ceiling. What about the ceiling? What's on the ceiling here at the moment? Bugger all. Excellent. The ceiling is going to probably be the same as the walls. So, yoink. And down here. Okay, and on it. Think. I think that's fine. Broad sweeping stroke there, but no, why not? Okay, now I'm going to have to bring in some pillars in a few moments. So first I'm just going to look around my model, see how it looks. I just want to make sure the space is okay, you see, because obviously our player is going to come down here. And so much space is off this side, plenty, excellent. Okay. Perfect. Dig a hole out. Shift G. And we'll take this to 50s again. Everything has a reason. You can't just stick things in a game and go, and then try and think of a reason later. It has to have a reason why it exists. Otherwise, what use is it? Right. Keep going, keep going. Lit, unlit. There we go. That gives us this. Here. Okay, obviously I've got some walls left to put in on this bit, but at the moment I'll just looking through here. Okay. This will just give me kind of a ground plan to work from. Again, this may be scrapped, this may be kept. Who knows? But it's all going to be here for anyone who's kind enough to find it. And you may think to yourself, oh, well, I'm watching this, I'll be able to find it. How many of you are there? Not many. I sincerely think it's going to, as well, rely on you kind of having to explore a lot more than you realise. Working out nicely because it comes out next to the pond, which is what I wanted. So everything has a reason. There we are. Mode, landscape. Sculpt. Right, now we wait for the shader to do stuff. Right, I've been streaming for nearly an hour. I'm going to go and get a coffee. I'm going to continue doing some work, but I have my basic shape out, and hopefully you've been enjoying that. If you're able to type hello in the chat, type hi. In the meantime, I am going to go away, and you are going to be left with all the shit tutorial authors that are crap. So, till then, bye bye for now.